What is up guys, this is Exalt and welcome to my channel Exalt Gaming, where I review mobile games, provide tips and tricks, and help you stay informed about your favorites and also the up and coming mobile games. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the numbers behind the weapons found on Megaman X DiVE and identify which of them stand out from the rest based on the following categories. We'll take a look at the overall best ranged and melee weapons, the top 10 most balanced weapons, the ranged weapons with the shortest reload time, and the weapons with the highest DPS or damage per second. Now, strategies vary depending on which range you're willing to fight, so we'll also cover the weapons that excel in the long range, mid-range, and close combat. We're going to look at the most balanced long-ranged weapons, the long-ranged weapons with the best DPS, the most balanced mid-range weapons, the mid-range weapons with the best DPS, and the best close combat weapons. I'll also give my recommendations for the best weapons to level up per classes C, B, A, and S. Now there have been rumors about SS weapons which will be made available in the future, but they aren't here yet, so I'm not going to make speculations and I'm not going to include those in today's list. Now there's plenty to cover, so let's jump right into it. Take note that the stats I'm about to share are all based on the weapons being at base level 1. Ultimately, a weapon is only as good as its user, and you'll most likely end up using weapons that best suits your playstyle. After all, a hit-and-run strategy will require a different set of weapons versus someone who is more straightforward and likes close-quarter combat. The goal of this video is to give you an insight about which weapons can best complement your style while giving you the numbers advantage. Here's how I got the numbers. The weapons were stack ranked and awarded points according to the following categories: range, energy, reload speed, attack, and damage per second or DPS. There are a total of 38 weapons, and so the highest number of points that a weapon can earn per category is 38 points. If there is a tie, the weapons involved will be awarded the same amount of points for that category. The most number of points that any one weapon can get is 228, but since no weapon is perfect, obviously, no one weapon got that many number of points. Also, the game does not share the DPS stats for each of the weapons, so I had to compute those on my own. Now here's a quick explanation of how DPS was computed. Here goes. Take the weapon's base attack damage, multiply it with the percentage of attack damage applied by the weapon, and multiply it again with the number of shots released per second, which is computed as 1000 milliseconds, also known as 1 second, divided by the rate of fire. Whew! Thank you Capcom and Cryware for making me figure that one out instead of just sharing those numbers with us. Man, this is hard work. So please show some love and subscribe to the channel. Let's start our countdown with the top most balanced weapons in the game. Starting at number 10, Sniper Buster. Number 9, Gatling Gun. 8, Beam Rapier. 7, Triangular Saber. Number 6, Elite Lance. Purgatory Machine Gun takes the number 5 spot. Number 4, Gravitational Pulse. Number 3, Crimson Scythe. Number 2, Demon Blade Muramasa, and the most balanced weapon of them all, Doom Blade. As you've probably noticed, this list is dominated mostly by melee weapons. This is despite the fact that the way I created my stack ranking made me award more points for weapons with longer range. Pretty interesting if you ask me. Now, let's look at some specialty weapons, starting with weapons with the shortest reload times. Tied for the third spot with 1.5 second reload are the following: Laser Rifle, Beam Machine Gun, Mega Buster, Scarlet Tyrant, and Gravitational Pulse. Taking the number 2 spot is High Speed Rifle with 1.2 seconds, and tied at the number 1 spot is Gatling Gun and Purgatory Machine Gun with a super fast 1 second reload time. All other stats considered, my recommendation goes to the Gravitational Pulse, followed by Purgatory Machine Gun. Now, onto the weapons with the highest DPS. For the melee weapons we have number 3, Crimson Scythe, number 2, Demon Blade Muramasa, and number 1, Doom Blade. My recommendation for the best DPS melee weapon is Doom Blade, followed by Demon Blade Muramasa. For the ranged weapons we have number 3, Crushing Spray Gun, number 2, Biochemical Buster, number 1, Electric Current Spray Gun. Now, if we consider the other stats, my recommendation will go to the Biochemical Buster, followed closely by electric current spray gun. This time, let's take a look at the best weapons based on distance, starting with the long-range weapons first. Perfect for hit-and-run tactics. Number 3, Drill Head Cannon. Number 2, Arrow Buster. And taking the number 1 spot, Sniper Buster with a whopping 20 meters of attack range. Now that's the same arrangement for the long-range weapons with the best DPS. So if you're the run-and-gun type, the Sniper Buster really is your best bet. Looking at mid-range, the best balanced weapons are number 3, Gatling Gun, number 2, Purgatory Machine Gun, and number 1, Gravitational Pulse. If mid-range damage per second is what you're after, here is your list. Number 3, Gravitational Pulse, number 2, Biochemical Buster, and number 1, Electric Current Spray Gun. Now, all things considered, my recommendation for the best mid-range weapon is Gravitational Pulse, followed by Biochemical Buster. And of course, the best close combat weapons, this is just a reiteration of the first list, which is dominated by melee weapons. Number 3, Crimson Scythe, number 2, Demon Blade Muramasa, and number 1, Doom Blade. Now, honestly, if you manage to get your hands on any one of these, you're golden. The difference between and among those, they're narrow. Okay, we're down to the last stretch. Which weapons should you be upgrading per class? Here are my thoughts. For the C class, the best weapon to upgrade is the only weapon in this class, the Mega Buster. If you're curious as to how this weapon ranked overall, it's ranked 18, which to be honest isn't bad at all, considering how easy it is to upgrade this weapon with a wealth of available upgrades from the store or from the lab. But the moment you get to rank 20 though, you should start looking elsewhere. For the B rank, the best melee weapon is the Beam Rapier. Its ranged counterpart is the high-speed rifle. These weapons, similar to the Mega Buster, are fairly easy to upgrade, but you'll find them lacking the moment you step at rank 20 to 25. Now, unlike C and B weapons, the A weapons offer a good balance of strength and upgradability, if that's even a word. It's more expensive to upgrade than B, but relatively cheaper than S. These weapons can help you complete the entire story missions, especially if you are on a budget. My recommendation for melee is the Elite Lance and the Gatling Gun for ranged. Now, personally speaking, I managed to complete the story using a fully decked shotgun, which is a Class A weapon. Now, S weapons are harder to come by and are far more expensive to upgrade, but they offer the most number of passive skills and the highest damage output. If you're the competitive type, especially at PvP, you'll have plenty of S-class weapons to choose from depending on your playstyle. It's kind of difficult to make a recommendation for S weapons, but the most balanced ones are the Doom Blade and Gravitational Pulse. Now, those are based on the numbers and the stack ranking and not a personal opinion. Whew! And that about wraps up today's episode. What do you think about the list? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because I read them all. Leave a like and subscribe so I can mention you in a shout out in my next video. I'm gonna start doing that. So don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos as well. Now stay safe and healthy. Stop touching your face. This is X-Salt signing off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.